and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Yeah, like what to do when the zombies invade. Because that's what they do, they invade. Alright, so this entire video is probably just going to be me talking to people and just gathering side quests before actually doing them. So, if that bores you, then you should probably just keep watching anyways and deal with it. And you know what? For your trouble, I'll let you guys hit that like button. I'll let you. Alright? I don't do that often. But I'm doing it today. Because you're a real trooper for sticking with me. Now let's keep going.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more,
Like
Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
It's probably going to be like this early on. Don't worry, there's going to be a lot more action like later on into the game. And we won't have to stop and talk to every single person every time we come here. It's just for this first video.
Do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels.
Like
In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
The real joke there is I don't have an ex.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel
Just
space
like
has
it was
expanded,
yesterday.
more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some
They hate
species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
You probably bribed them, let's be honest.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Lesser species.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor
In
Board.
writing? This is a fucking future, bitch. Do you see a pen and pencil anywhere? Pen and paper, I mean. Shut up.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina.
Yeah,
Please
whatever.
enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Alright, off to this next area of complete and utter.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Whatever. A lot of these rooms might not actually have anything.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
There's a side quest to like. Alright, well basically these things are like keepers. That's what they're called. There's a side quest to like examine every single one, and there's like 30 of them. So you have to go around this whole place and do that. I'll probably not record that entire process because it's a pain in the ass. But yeah, so you'll see those like all over the place. But this is that CSEC guy that they were talking about. Oh, sorry, I must have interrupted his blow session.
Commander Shepard,
By blow,
I didn't
jokes,
expect
not
to see
like
you
blow
here.
job.
Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel.
Someone like me.
Was there something
What are
you
you, a
needed,
racist?
Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans
that the
are
same
eager
thing?
to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new
Well,
favorite
what
pet,
are you?
that's their business. But I don't have
Power
to
is
like it.
everything.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
Peter almost died. Ooh. Alright.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Alright, so depending on how you answer, you've probably seen me like do this sometimes. Typically I don't even think about it, so I just like click on the option that will continue the conversation, not really thinking about it. But if I were to hit this, I think it gives me renegade points, which makes me closer to being a bad guy. Or like basically like space douche. But you know what, I'm just not gonna hit it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Tell me about
show
CSEC.
some restraint.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel.
They're
We're a
basically the
civilian
space
government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
No, of course. Of course. I was just testing you. Good job. Passed.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Let me just slip past you. This is another side mission. I'm not gonna read that.
place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Don't believe... What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Alright, well, how much does it cost to do other stuff with her?
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Why does everyone know
Information, mostly.
who I am?
Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Yep, nothing here, just another keeper. Oh, nope, that's not the exit. I don't know when I'm gonna end this video. I'll probably have to just like split it up or something. I'll figure it out. Well, that's the embassies basically. This is your your fast travel station. You see? Oh, see there it is. Already telling me. Get here, and you can go to basically any place that you visit. You can go to still the tower. That's where you go for to progress the story. And you know what? I'm not gonna do that yet. Or will I? Because it's not like it kicks me out or anything. What to do? I'm just gonna go. This is too boring. I think I'll just cut out the walking. Or maybe I'll just show it first so you guys can see it and then cut it out. Alright, let's go down here. Up here. It takes me a second to get my bearings back. It has been like a few years since I played this game. And you know what? You guys are going to see every fucking second. Oh yeah, this is just a waste of time. That goes down to C-Sec, but I don't want to go there yet. This is just how I play games, especially like RPGs. It's just like before I progress in the story, I like at least starting as many side quests as I can. So you know what? I actually don't think, because there's supposed to be side quests here. I should probably just go in here. This takes me, no, that takes me to the woods. It's at the other end. I might as well just go to the tower and talk to the council and progress the story. And then I'll start doing the side quests, which fucking sucks, but... Ooh, one more thing of exposition. Just to get this out of the way.
Look at that bug thing over there.
it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not
Yeah,
disturb.
so
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including
so you see them
incarceration
dragging away
and
bodies to the back
rehabilitation.
alley. Don't fucking say a thing. You hear me? Don't. Narc.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Maybe it's just a mini Mass Effect relay. Throwing that out there.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the Council Chambers and Citadel Control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
It controls
Citadel
maybe.
Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council Chambers themselves are truly
I like
a
that word,
magnificent
apex.
sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council Chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
Bet you are jealous. Don't pull that fucking robot shit on me.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council Chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
How fucking creepy is that? Like a bunch of these fucking ant crab looking things just running, scurrying all over the place on this giant space station. You have no idea what happens, or what they're doing. They don't talk to you, they don't do anything, they ignore you.
That's all for now.
Just saying.
Thank you for using Avena. Have a pleasant day.
Alright, let's get this little tower. Oh yeah. Here's one of the great parts about this game. The elevator ride. It doesn't just cut into the game, no, it's gotta load the whole new area, and it does that by keeping you in the elevator all the way up. Let me tell you what, we are going to be taking the elevator a lot.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
So I'll try not to talk during the elevator scene so I can cut it out. Ooh, but wait. 3 perfect asses in one shot. Damn. This Wad's ass game is on point.